Welcome. My name is Terry Smith, your 2026 Chair of Membership and Small Business Development for the Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce. And I want to thank you for joining us today. Please welcome Sparkle Trofano, 2026 Diplomat Chair, who will offer our invocation.
Please bow your heads. Lord, we come to you today with grateful hearts. Thank you for the many blessings that you've poured out on this community, for the opportunity to work, to build, to lead, and to serve. Thank you for the businesses represented here and for the organizations that strengthen our region. Lord, we ask for your guidance over us as leaders. Give us wisdom in our decisions, clarity in our visions, and integrity in our actions. Help us lead with courage through our challenges and with humility through our successes. Remind us that leadership is not about position, but about service, and that as we serve others, we serve you. Protect our teams, our families, and the work of our hands. Continue to bless this community with unity, generosity, and purpose. We give you all the glory and offer this prayer with joy and gratitude. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Thank you, Sparkle. As you know, the event of this magnitude would not be possible without the generous contributions of others. Our presenting sponsor, Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. Slideshow sponsor, SRM Concrete. Menu sponsor, Volunteer Bank. Lunch sponsor, TriStar Title and Escrow LLC. Awards sponsor, Pinnacle Financial Partners. Dessert sponsor, Ascend Federal Credit Union. Registration sponsor, Redstone Federal Credit Union. In addition, thank you to the following businesses and community partners who made this event possible: the Coggin Group, Embassy Suites Murfreesboro Hotel and Conference Center, First Bank, First Horizon Bank, Franklin's Printworks, Ends Bank, Michael's Homes, Middle Tennessee Electric, Middle Tennessee State University, Multicam.com, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, National Healthcare Corporation, Nissan North America, Old South, Roscoe Brown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, SEC Inc., Tennessee Small Business Development Center, TDK, United Communications, Vanderbilt Health, and Wilson Bank and Trust. We'd also like to recognize chamber members who are at the $10,000 stakeholder investment level. We are honored to have their support: Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital, City of Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee Electric, Nissan North America, and Pinnacle Financial Partners. Please join me in thanking our sponsors and partners. And now, I'd like to turn it over to Paul Latour, President of the Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to our Business at its Best. What a great day for celebration of the accomplishments of the Chamber and our business community over the last year. So we're very excited you're here to share this with us. We have actually over 100 people more this year than we did last year. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, our sponsors. And next, I would like to thank our elected officials. Just before our meeting here with our award winners today, the state delegation did some resolutions honoring our honorees today. So I want to thank Senator Don White, Shane Reeves, Representatives Charlie Baum, Tim Rudd, Mike Sparks, Robert Stevens, and Brian Terry. So if we can give these guys a round of applause, we appreciate that. A lot of them are in Nashville right now. And then also, I think if you look at our organization, our support for our community, we have a strong public-private partnership. And our elected officials are extremely important to the success of what we are trying to do here in Rutherford County to grow jobs and grow capital investment. So if you are an elected official, would you please stand and let us recognize you for your service? Thank you. The next thing I want to do here this afternoon is to recognize, even though he's not able to be here today, but I want to recognize our past chair, Mr. Kent Ayer. Kent served as our 2025 board chair for the Chamber of Commerce this past year. His leadership has been very remarkable, very helpful in guiding the direction of the Chamber. So if you see Kent later on, let's give him a big round of applause before, and we can say hi to him. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce a person who loves the microphone. She actually has a portable microphone she takes to all the ribbon cuttings. It's embarrassing, but she loves it and she loves to talk. Guys, let's give it up for Kelly Beam.
Thank you, Paul. 2025 was a fantastic year for our chamber, and I'm excited to share some of the notable moments and successes we've achieved together. Let's give it up for what an amazing year. And that amazing year is because of you. But there is one group of individuals that have helped contribute to this success. From attending chamber events to helping with membership recruitment, the chamber relies on a special group of volunteers, our diplomats. We appreciate all the support throughout the year, And they have been led by an executive team comprised of Alan Brown, Edward Jones, if you'll please rise, this past year. Crystal Brown, she's our legacy representative from First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Wes Hall from Rackley Roofing. Kim Kersey Howe. Lejean Lee. Huffnager Hoke Realty Partners. Robin C. Compass, Middle Tennessee Realtor. Misty Settles, Country Financial, and Sparkle Tofano, Sparkle Innovations. Each month, one diplomat is honored for going above and beyond. I'm going to ask that all the 2025 recipients of Diplomat of the Month stand so we can congratulate you. And you'll see their picture up above. So. At this time, I would also like to have all 2025 and the new 2026 class of our diplomats please rise, and our legacy. If you will, please rise so you can be recognized. They're all throughout. I want to say thank you because these are the people who make things happen each and every day for our chamber, so very appreciative of them. And now I would like to introduce a diplomat with Volunteer State Bank, the Chair of Leadership Rutherford, to present the 2025 Pinnacle Award, Jason Surratt.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. There you go. Each year, Leadership Rutherford recognizes an alumnus who exemplifies outstanding community contributions and leadership. This year, we're honored to present the 2025 Pinnacle Award to Jimmy Pitts. Jimmy has devoted more than 3 decades to leadership and service across wireless, healthcare, and real estate industries. He currently serves as the Director of Land Acquisition and Sales Support for Michaels Homes. In his role, he has driven success through initiatives such as member acquisition, financial literacy training, and building meaningful relationships with local businesses and organizations. He also contributes to key civic and nonprofit initiatives, serving as long-range planning chair for the Senior Activity Center and helping launch the town's very first Simply Smyrna Summerfest. Jimmy's also a former Rotarian committed to service above self. He's been a licensed minister for more than 28 years. He currently serves on the pastoral care team at City Point Church in Nashville, where he and his wife lead life groups and invest in the spiritual and personal growth of others. Jimmy and his wife, Tashara, have been happily married for 31 years. Tashara, he told me that earlier too, just so you know. And they're proud parents of 3 children, Tiffany, Destiny, and Joshua. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Pinnacle Award winner and my good friend, Jimmy Pitts.
Good afternoon. Stephanie, I appreciate you giving me 10 minutes to respond to this, but I'm going to try to do it in 2. This is going to sound cliche, but I want this is going to come from the heart. There's one word that I can say right now, and that one word is grateful. I am so grateful, one, for God, for His mercy and His compassion being over my life through all the stupid choices and decisions that I made. Because without His grace and mercy, I would not be standing here before you today. I'm also grateful for my lovely wife, Tashara. If you don't mind, would you please stand? I'm grateful for Tashara because in 2011, 2010, 2011, at one of the lowest points in my life, it was her and her unconventional wisdom who told me, he says, Jimmy, You need to get out and serve and help other organizations and help other people solve problems, because it will, when you do that, it'll take your mind off the current problems that you currently have. And that led me to get involved with the Senior Activity Center and the Boys and Girls Club, for which I am grateful for having the opportunity to have served there. I also want to say that I'm grateful for my mom and dad, who are celebrating their 53rd wedding anniversary on this Wednesday, which is tomorrow. I appreciate you for the prayers, the discipline, the discipline, for building the foundation that shaped who I am today. I also want to thank Fran Dunn and the Senior Activity Center for nominating me for this event, and the others that helped her nominate me for this event. And I want to thank Michael's Homes. They give me the flexibility to serve outside of the office, and not every company supports that. And I'm grateful to be a part of one that understands leadership doesn't stop at 5 o'clock. And last but not least, I just want to recognize Stephanie Brackman and the leadership Rutherford and what she's done with that program and how it continues to evolve. At a point in time in my life, that program touched me and impacted me significantly. And I just want to thank you for what you're doing here in the county of Rutherford. And if you have not attended Leadership Rutherford, I highly and strongly recommend you to do so. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jimmy. Now I'd like to introduce Stephanie Cush, Manager of Client Services of Pinnacle Financial Partners, to present the Business Person of the Year Award.
Hi, thank you, Jason. Here we go. Today we recognize a person who has made a significant contribution to Rutherford County's business community, Dow Smith. Dow started. Yeah. Wasn't in the script and I'm all thrown off here. Dow started Dow Smith Company more than 30 years ago. His very first job in January of 1992 was the renovation of Building 661 at the Smyrna Airport. Dow was working out of a red Chevy S10, which was his office and the company's sole piece of equipment. After Dow completed that job, he decided to upgrade his office from the pickup truck to the building that he just renovated. Since that first project, Dow Smith's company office has moved 4 times. They have transitioned from being a low-bid general contractor to a unique design builder. Today, Dow serves the company as the role of visionary. He heard the call to enter his life and business into marketplace ministry in January of 2004. Dow said, from that time, the company and I have been intentional in serving Christ in the marketplace. Dow attended Auburn University. As a ball fan, that's okay. Where Dow received a bachelor's degree in building science, and his happy place is on football game days. Dow said he's at his best when he's with his bride, Cindy, and they are at their best when they're with their sons, Harris and Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Business Person of the Year, Dow Smith.
Wow. I want to tell you a story, 2-minute-ish story. last Friday, I was given this book. This book was given to me at our company meeting, our monthly company meeting, and in it is notes from people I get to work with and serve with. It's the best business book I've ever received. There's no spreadsheets in it. There's not a slide deck or PowerPoints in it. And to be honest, I haven't been able to finish reading it yet because it's so impactful. And the reason why I think that's connected to, it makes me feel loved. And what is happening is when we can embrace love, we're better at business. It's business at its best. And at this company meeting was a panel of all of those involved in a project that we did, and it was North Boulevard Church of Christ, and Glenn Robb was there. And we were able to share to all of us, our team of about 35, about how so many people had touched this project. And in that, Glenn, how he shared his wisdom of what had happened. This incredible gratitude came from me, and I want to emphasize what Jimmy Jam just said of gratefulness. Man, what honor it was for us to be able to serve him. And there are so many of you clients out there that we have gotten to serve, and we are so grateful for that. There are many of y'all out there we haven't had the opportunity to serve you yet. We want that opportunity, and we would look for the opportunity to have that conversation. But in this meeting, our company meeting, our emphasis is to serve. And I really learned this lesson. It was in 1997 in Leadership Rutherford when I learned the value of being a servant leader, of servanthood, that I learned in Leadership Rutherford. That was very impactful for me. And so with that, I just want to say for business to be at its best, if we can love, and great ways to love is to serve, to trust each other, and to be accountable to each other. Thank you.
Hello again. It's now my pleasure to introduce Joe Bales. He's our new chairman of the 2026 Chamber Board. So give it up for Joe with MTSU. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. It's indeed my pleasure to recognize this year's Chamber Board of Directors. This group of men and women dedicate countless hours to the betterment of our community, and it is truly an honor to serve with them. As I call your name, I would ask that you stand and ask the audience to hold their applause until everyone has been introduced. Your 2026 board includes Robert Coggin, Lori Cutler, Daphne David, Brock East, Gordon Ferguson, Brad Gibson, Yolanda Green, Jonathan Harmon, Chad Hill, Fred Howell, Thomas Laird, Cannon Lowry, Kristen Jackson, Jason Surratt, Jamie Reed, Warren Russell, Sarah Shelby, Terry Smith, and Patrick Wade. Please join me in thanking them for their service. Our chamber's success is deeply rooted in our vibrant community and in the incredible people who dedicate themselves to making things thrive. We're fortunate that that is led by an outstanding team at the Chamber. Members of our Chamber staff, would you please stand so that we can recognize and thank you for all that you do? I'd now like to invite Stephanie to come back up to the stage to introduce this year's business legend.
All right. There have been over 40 people who have received the honor of the Business Legend of the Year. This award is given to individuals who, throughout their careers, have made significant contributions to business, leadership, and community service. Today, we recognize a respected business leader whose impact on our community has been far-reaching. At this time, I would like to share a video of our 2025 business legend, Norman Brown.
He just has such a gentle spirit that he carries into everything. You know, whether it's a big issue, you know, or small one, he's going to treat it all the same way, the same level.
You know, the honor, the trustworthiness, the dedication to being there every day, the just positive attitude. He's a very calming force in the company.
He's a very critical thinker. He thinks before he acts or talks.
You know, in the office, Norman is that same compassionate, genuine, hardworking man as he is in everyday life.
Oh my goodness, I know when the grandkids come in, he just lights up. He just hits another gear. It may have been a long day, but those grandkids come in and it's a new moment.
You know, his grandkids, there's a new pep in his step. When he talks about Waylon and Layton, he just lights up.
He will send selfie videos of him in the blind talking about how it's going and send them to my wife to show to my son, and I won't hear anything.
What his grandfather started, and then his father, I think Norman has taken it to the next level. I think Norman has been a visionary for that company, and I think his grandfather is looking down on him and super proud. I know his parents are.
People want to do their best for Norman, not because he's going to motivate us with some fancy speech or a lot of fancy words, but because of who he is. People want to do their best for Norman because they know Norman wants what's best for us.
He's proven himself. He stand the test of time with respects to in essence, a third generation business that's about to become a fourth generation business.
He has the same routine, drinks the same smoothie every morning. He comes in, he shuts the bathroom door on the way into his office. It's open every morning, sits down. But I think consistency carries through everything he does, and it's what's created Roscoe Brown to be stable the way it is his just consistent leadership and tone.
You know, Rutherford County to Norman means family, it means close friends, deep roots. He's a huge supporter of the community, a huge supporter of Rutherford County. Professionally, Norman looks at the Rutherford County community as a people and a place to be served.
The best example I can give you is if you went through the VIP magazine and you see all the nonprofits that are being promoted in that magazine. Well, you look at the sponsors that are associated with those nonprofits. 9 times out of 10, Roscoe Brown's logo is part of that commitment for those nonprofits.
As we started looking to recruit technicians, we decided the best way to do that is just to build them from the ground up. And so Norman had this plan in his mind about a apprenticeship program, and that's what we developed. And we'll take a young man right out of high school, we will train him up and make him into a really good plumber, a really good technician.
Somebody can come to Roscoe Brown, follow a tech, even though they're not necessarily an employee, and learn about the business. And then they go through several weeks of this, and they literally get a certification that they've gone through an apprenticeship, and it's registered with the state.
Norman and his fishing buddy, Scott Usselton, entered in a fishing contest on Percy Priest Lake and won said contest, which meant he won a boat with his partner, which classified him as a professional fisherman. But I told him keep his day job.
Back in the day, Norman could light it up on the basketball court. And I would say if NIL was available back then, he probably wouldn't be in the heat and air business because he'd be retired.
When we used to live over by MTSU and it had snowed, he would take us in his white Silverado to the MTSU parking lot and we would do donuts. And I think he's owned every model Silverado that they've had since I've been alive.
Norman's definitely earned the title of a business legend, you know, not only because of his success and his leadership in business, but his success and his leadership in life.
To him, it's more than just creating and running a successful business. To him, it is taking care of the people around him, taking care of his employees, and taking care of the community that's given him so much that he gives back to.
Those of us that work for you at Roscoe Brown, we're truly blessed and very thankful to be part of your family, and I can't think of anyone more deserving.
This award is well deserved, and I am grateful to call you my friend for over 50 years.
What you have accomplished, both from a business perspective, community contributions, and how your family itself has impacted Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. All I can say is thanks.
Congrats, Dad, on being a legend. You've always been a legend to me, and I'm so proud to be your daughter. Congrats.
Congratulations, Dad, on being a business legend. You've always been a legend of a father and hunting partner, and I hope that I can carry on everything half as well as you have.
Congratulations, honey. I love you very much, and I'm so proud of you. Way to go, legend.
Norman, I can't begin to tell you how proud we are of you. You have always worked at the job that you wanted to do since you were a little boy, and congratulations on this honor.
Congratulations, Norman, on this award. It's well-deserved, and you really are a business legend.
You're a legend, Pops. I love you.
Please join me as we recognize our 2025 business legend.
Well, that's kind of hard to follow. And I didn't want to have to do this, but I believe I'm going to have to. First off, I'd like to thank the Chamber. We're very fortunate to have a chamber like ours that works as hard as this chamber does to give us a community that everybody can have a great place to live and a great place to own a business. To be successful, you have to have a lot of help along the way. I'm very thankful that I was able to come into a family business that had already had a firm foundation in this community. It was built by my grandfather and my father. You know, they taught me to do business the right way. I've heard my dad say so many times, do the right thing. It may cost you money, but always do what's right. A great family is what keeps this business running. You know, third generation, now fourth, that's what keeps the business going. The leadership I got from my grandparents and my parents, to the support I got from my own family, Beth, Courtney, and Will have always been very supportive and been right there by my side every step of the way. And I couldn't do it without them. You know, I tell a lot of people, Beth didn't realize what marrying into a family business was going to be like. Found out it can be life-consuming, but it can also be very rewarding. And I could not have done it without her support. To keep the family tradition going, we now have the fourth generation into the business, and we're very proud of that. Our faith has been a big part of our success. It has helped us get through the tough times. It's helped us make tough decisions. It's helped us find the right people for the business that have like core values, just the same as what I want. And speaking of the right people, definitely have to mention our leadership team. I could not ask for a better group to work with. I have full confidence in them, and we're a better company because of their leadership. To close, being able to learn from many of the past business legends, which I knew most all of past business legends, that has helped mold me into the leader that I am. A lot of them were very good mentors to me. And one of them was a real good mentor. My dad, he won the award in 2001. I'm very humbled to be a part of this group and very humbled to receive this honor. Thank you.
Well, as we wrap up today, I want to again thank everybody for being here. I want to give one last round of applause to all of our award winners and all of our volunteers. Thank you. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day. We look forward to another great year at the Chamber of Commerce and look forward to all your support as we continue forward. So have a blessed day. Thank you.
When